Hey BookTube, this is Friday Reads. I'm Jen and I talk about audiobooks, and this weekend should be kind of interesting. Currently I'm listening to Just One Damn Thing After Another by Jodie Taylor, and this is book 1 in the Chronicles of St. Mary's. This is delightful. It is, I think, probably considered sci-fi, although it's set in the current day, but these people do a lot of time traveling. So you don't get into the mechanics of the time traveling or anything like that. It's more about the main character, her experiences, and kind of her personality and the way she deals with everything. One of the most wonderful things about this book is the humor. It's very British and it's very smart. I like it when things are very smart funny, because I think humor should surprise you. And when it surprises me in a very smart way, then I laugh and laugh and laugh. And this book is, it's not a comic book. I mean, it's not a comic book. It's not like a comedy. It's just funny in spots. And there are some very poignant things that happen. And so, you know, you're not laughing then, but a lot of the banter between the people and her internal like monologue, you know, is so funny at times. So it's made me laugh. It's made me kind of listen, made me a little bit sad. I'm halfway through and the main character has lost everything. So, you know, I'm only halfway through, which is great because it's now going to be the story of how she gets back everything that she lost, or at least I hope so. So anyway, I'm really liking that, and I don't think it's going to take me a whole lot longer. The time on it says I have 2:47 left, 2 hours and 47 minutes. So I don't know, maybe I can get through the rest of that today. I guess we'll see. I don't know. I started this. This is A Great Kisser by Donna Kaufman, and it is a chick lit. It's adult romance. I am not that far in. You can tell I'm at page 95, chapter 7. This book has, let me see how many pages, 421 pages, and I can already tell you that it's way too long. And I say that because this woman takes so long to tell you something. She could have taken a page to do it, and she takes 4. And so I'm trying to skim a little bit and catch the kind of gist of it without missing anything, which is kind of hard because she throws little things in. It's almost like she feels like she's got to take that many words to tell you when she could have pared it down. And obviously this was published by, who? Bantam, I think? Oh, Brava Kensington. So, you know, apparently an editor thought it needed to be that long, but I just don't think it needs to be this long. Currently, the two main characters have met, and, you know, we've gone into a whole lot of backstory and detail about why one of the main characters has left her job and meeting her mother and her mother's new husband, who her mother married him after knowing him for like 2 weeks and then moved from the Miami area to Colorado. And so this girl is like, I know my mother and she would never have done that. So there's a little bit of a mystery kind of brewing there. And I say brewing because could we just get to it already? You know, we've established that nobody knows why she did this. And so that keeps being established. And I'm like, come on, can we move on from that? So it's slow going, which I don't like, but, and I'm having to read it with my eyes, which of course, you know, we all know I hate, but I whine about that a lot. But anyway, I still think it's a good story and I really like the characters. So, you know, I'm sure when I evaluate it later, I'm going to say it was way too long. She's, you know, it could have been cut, but at the same time, it's probably a really good story because like I say, I like the characters. This guy is a pilot. He runs a flight school in Colorado, and so I like him so far, and I like her too. So anyway, so I'll probably work on that. I don't know how far I'll get, but I'm gonna work on it. I also really need to read this. This is The Delphi Effect by Rysa Walker, and this is an ARC. It's due out on October 11th, and the cover is going to be a lot prettier than this. But I really want to read this because Rysa is a friend of mine, and I know she's going to depend on people to review this, and so I want to get that done. So this is a ghost story and a government conspiracy combination. Rysa's good at that. She's good at government conspiracies. So I'm hoping it'll be good. I think probably it will because she's dependably good as an author. She writes good stories. So I really need to get into this. And I'm trying to do something that I think a lot of people do, but I haven't done in the past, and that is take books a little bit at a time and kind of pace myself. I tend to want to sit down and read the whole thing in 1 or 2 sittings, and you can't do that with every book. Obviously, you can't do that with this book, but trying to read a chapter or 2 a night is probably more realistic when you're reading a book, and I don't tend to do that. So I'm trying to kind of implement that into my reading life, and it's hard because I just want to get through it. I want to know what happens. I'm so impatient. So anyway, after this, because this is sci-fi, and I've had a lot of sci-fi lately and fantasy, and I'm kind of getting, okay, you know, I'm kind of, well, both of these, this is a romance, but, you know, it's going so slow. I'm thinking I'm going to need another romance book, just a quick little palate cleanser kind of, you know, thing that I can read that's fast and entertaining. And I've got the next book in the Blue Heron series, which is by Kristan Higgins. I've got book 5 in that, and that's what I'm up to. And that's a cute series, and I like the way she writes, and I like the way she develops a story and her ability to, like, write a scene and kind of play it out. It's funny, and I like the characters. I just like the way she writes. So there's that, and then I have book, oh gosh, 5 in the, which is it, Green Mountain series, I think. And then I still have the rest of that other series by Marie Force. Green Mountain is Marie Force, and that other one, the Gansett Island series, I've still got about 4 more books to go in that series, so I can pick that up too if I want to. And that's nice because I know that world, so I can go back to that. So I'll probably pick up one of those. Those aren't very long. I mean, they're like 8 or 10 hours in listening time, but they're easy to listen to, and I always do it at least 1.25 the speed, if not 1.5 times the speed. Makes them go a lot faster. So I think I'll be ready for one of those by the time I get to the end of probably this and, of course, this. So that's my weekend. What are you reading this weekend? Let's talk about it in comments and tell me all about it. I would love to hear. Have a good weekend, and that's it for now for me. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.